Bob's Kitchen. Brought to you by the cabinet makers of DiGiulio Industries. Call 271-4990. And by the Dearborn Times-Herald. For delivery, call 584-4000.
There's a story the gypsies say is true, that if your love wears gold and earrings, he will come to. Hello everybody, welcome to Fat Bob's Kitchen. Today we're going to make Hungarian paprikash. Actually, it's not Hungarian at all, but I will teach you how to make Hungarian paprikash. First of all, you steal 2 chickens, but we will get into that later. Today we have wonderful guests, and you're going to like this show. So don't you go away. We're going to make a chicken and dumplings.
A message to all parents. I'll bet that you or someone in your family had a paper route when you were younger. Remember? Well, you can give your youngster the same good training by encouraging him or her to get a Dearborn Times-Herald route right in your neighborhood. Deliveries require about an hour on Wednesday after school and another hour Saturday morning. And your child can earn between $5 and $10 an hour for just those couple of hours each week. So talk to your youngster and then call our circulation department at 584-4000. The Dearborn Times-Herald.
Homescapes is a unique new shop in Dearborn where you can find that special accessory for your home or garden. Homescapes, located on Monroe Street, 1 mile south of Michigan Avenue in Dearborn.
If you're thinking of remodeling your kitchen or bathroom, DiGiulio Industries is the right place to start. DiGiulio has everything you need for the complete job. Computer-aided design, custom manufacturing, complete installation services. DiGiulio offers a wide variety of cabinet styles and designs. Visit the DiGiulio showroom and have one of our designers show you our full kitchen and bathroom displays. Find out how quickly and easily you can have your dream kitchen or bath by calling DiGiulio Industries at 271-4990.
In Salisbury, Maryland, the hungry are being fed. In Wind Falls, Indiana, a man who learned to read at 47 is making sure others learn earlier. Every day, someone in America is doing something to light up another life. But there is so much more to do. The light to do it is within us all. We only need to share it. Call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Well, we have a little sort of a gypsy theme going today because we have a very lovely, lovely lady who is going to make some paprikash for us and some dumplings, and I want you all to welcome Rita Udo. Welcome, Rita.
Well, thank you, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Great to be here.
You're not Hungarian. You're
Hungarian and Ukrainian, Russian, and a little bit of German.
Russian?
Yes.
Russian.
Paruski.
Paruski. Do you speak the language?
No, I understand it, but I don't
You don't
speak
speak it?
My parents speak 6 languages. They're
Okay,
from
and
the
they
old
never
country.
taught you a one, did they?
No, I speak German.
Do you?
Yeah, we speak German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
They're speaking the Deutsch over here.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, well, he was-
Sie sprechen sehr gut.
Not me. I have a little trouble with the English. You'll find as we go on. So you're author. You say you're an author.
Yes, first-time author.
And the name of your cookbook is?
It's Mom and Pop Udo's favorite old country recipes.
That's
and
wonderful.
what they are, they're all Eastern European, Hungarian, Russian, German, Slavic type of
Is there
recipes.
borscht in this book?
Oh, jawohl.
Oh, well done. We are all set. Well, anyway, here's the book right here. You see a copy of it there? Isn't that nice from Eastern?
It's Mom and Pop.
We're going to tell you how to get that book and at the end of the show. But in the meantime, we've got a cook here.
Yes.
And are we going to do the chicken first?
What we're making first is the paprikash chicken.
Paprikash.
And what we'll do, this is served over homemade dumplings, or nokedli, as they say in Hungarian. And in German,
Nokedli?
Nokedli.
That's I like your language. It's fun. Well, okay.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll start with a pot. Let's see here.
This one's
right up here.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Just turn it right all the way up. When
Right
it
up
goes
here?
click, click, there we
Okay,
are.
there we
Okay,
go.
turn it down a touch, and we're all set. But we're gonna braise what
What
first?
we're going to do is we're going to saute 2 medium-sized diced onions
Okay.
and about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, minced garlic, in about, maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil. Now, the authentic way of making it is using chicken fat or bacon fat. It gives it a completely different flavor.
Always good thing for bacon fat or chicken fat, yes.
But for the more health conscious, we'll use the olive oil
everybody's
today.
health conscious today. Now, it was a couple of
That's
weeks
right.
ago, I think, when we had Al on here from the Oceanside, and he made a mushroom soup
Oh,
that had garlic, half a pound of butter, and pure cream in it. I said, no cal.
no, Cal's right. We wish.
Only hope.
The garlic cuts all the fat calories out.
Garlic is so good for you.
It's good for the blood, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
Good for the
It's
cholesterol.
also great for your complexion. People who eat garlic have beautiful complexions like yours.
Wow.
That's the truth.
Very charming, Bob. Thanks for
No,
saying
I'm not
so.
charming. I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you.
I noticed
I know
that
it's very healthy.
Italian women, you know Italian women?
That's
are they
right.
beautiful even in old?
They are.
Beautiful skin?
The men
Lots of
too.
garlic. Yeah, well, I hadn't even noticed that. You know, now you bring it up. Okay.
Here we go. So we want to saute the onions and the garlic until they become transparent. And that takes about 4 to 5 minutes or so.
Well, those
Just
are,
make sure you
with
don't
this high
burn it.
heat, they're. I
It'll
like
probably
your pot too. That's
You like that? Brand new.
You like mine? I worked hard on this.
Love your pot, Bob. Oh. Boy, we can smell that garlic, huh? So, once it cooks, it should only take about another minute or so.
That's all right. You can go. You can start putting it all stir,
Okay.
and you can get everything else over here. Give to me. That is good.
Okay, thank you. What we have to do is, here it is. Nope, this one right here, sorry.
I know what this is. This
This
paprika,
is the paprika.
Hungarian.
Hungarian paprika is the best kind.
It is.
And the sweet. Get the sweet
yeah.
paprika. There is a hot as well. And
I discovered it the hard way once.
did you? So did I.
You want this spoon?
Yeah, we'll keep the spoon in there.
Okay.
But once the onions are just about done,
They're done,
they
honey.
should be about done right
Yeah.
now. We'll add we'll remove the pot from the heat.
Okay. Watch your.
Step over here for a
Just
second.
don't let that grab you. the
Okay.
heat there.
And we'll add about 2 teaspoons of paprika.
Okay.
You can add a little more or a little less to suit your
When
taste.
I make goulash, I just go blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All of it.
That's right. Toss it in. That's really what Mom does. In fact, Mom never measured. It was really a bear trying to get all these recipes documented.
Isn't that something? And mothers are like, and then they get tight-lipped with you. Say, well, what do you want to know that for? Did you do that? It's awful.
Yeah. That looks about right. Maybe we'll add just a little bit more.
My kind of girl. There we
There
go.
we go. Get it nice and rosy, like so. Okay. And
I
then,
use paprika in a lot of other things, too.
Do
You
you?
sprinkle it on chicken when you fry it.
yeah, adds a pretty color
Yeah.
to it. My mom
it
even
doesn't
puts
really
it on
goof up.
eggs,
Yeah,
like
oh,
sunny
yes.
side up eggs or over easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we need to add about 4 cups of water.
You want to put this
to
back
the
on the...
onions. Yeah, we can put that back
Okay,
on the
very
fire.
good. All right.
In fact, we should bring the fire back up to
It's up.
high. Is
It
on
is.
high
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Okay. And add the water. That's 2 cups.
You say about 4?
About
Just-
4
okay.
cups. Actually, what you do is you put your chicken, you can use either one whole chicken cut up, or you can use your favorite chicken parts if you like the breasts or the legs or the thighs, or if you like to, just
I
use
like all the chicken, the
You like
whole
all the
thing,
chicken? Okay. Well, I've brought some thighs, and breast, and
Thighs
legs,
are, the dark meats
drumsticks.
are very good for you. A lot of people don't, they poo-poo it, but it is.
Yeah,
And it,
and it's
I don't know, it
usually
has
juicier.
nice flavor.
Juicier.
Yeah. Now, when I cook chicken, sometimes I'll cook it breast down. you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and all the juices come down.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
That's the best way. So we want just enough water to cover the chicken parts. We don't
Okay.
want too much water because then it'll be too soupy. What we're making here is kind of a, first of all, it'll be a broth at first, and then when we thicken it later, it'll become a gravy mixture.
I like the gravy.
I like the gravy.
Get the gravy on chin. And also down in front of my
Yum,
I'm a terrible eater. Carol will not take me anywhere. Okay,
Can't take you anywhere,
No,
huh, Bob?
she's got a bib for me that ties around my neck when I go. It's off. I like Bob Talbot. Bob Talbot's that way too, you know.
Saves on the dry cleaning bills.
Well, I have everything is wash and wear at my house.
Now, what we want to do now is bring the juice to a boil with the chicken and add some chicken bouillon cubes. So we add about, 3 or 4.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. There's a new product out, and it comes in jars, and it's a paste, and it's chicken base and all kinds of bases. And somebody sent me some of that. That is wonderful if you stumble across
it?
And I can't remember the name of it, but the
like a
label is
muggy
white
or
with the kind of a beigey or a purpley writing on it, and it's very distinguishable. Very good.
I'll have to remember that.
I'll have to remember what the name of it is, and on the next show I'll tell everybody.
Okay, in addition to the bouillon cubes,
Yes.
we need to add about a teaspoon of salt,
Okay.
right here,
All right.
okay, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper.
All right.
There we go.
Pepper's
And
good.
Yeah, a little bit of pepper.
Now we're going to make
Stir
the
it
boiled
all.
chicken.
Yep, gonna boil the chicken. We'll cover the pot until it comes to a full boil.
Okay.
And once it comes to a full boil, we'll want to take the lid off and reduce the heat.
And kind of render it.
And cook it slowly on low heat, uncovered. The trick actually you should not cover it in the beginning because you want the wild flavor to cook
sure.
out.
Do you cook this so that it comes off the bone, that it's almost falling off the bone?
You can do it that
Okay.
way, or you can cook it where it's tighter to the bone. In fact, the way
Well, when you do it, how do you do it? When you eat it?
the way we do it at home is we cook it so it's pretty soft. So it's
That's
just kind of
great,
the
yeah.
chicken kind of falls off the
And
bone.
there's a nice film of chicken fat on the top.
Yes,
Very
which
good.
can be skimmed.
Why?
In the interest of the health conscious out there. I know, that's where all the flavor is.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a short break. Don't you go away. And when we come back, we'll make some dumplings. We've already got the chicken going. And then we're going to eat. You're going to like it.
Whoever thought this would happen? Whoever thought a teacher from West Virginia would be teaching a class in Budapest? Good morning. But here I am, part of the first Peace Corps team in Eastern Europe. We're here to help Hungarian teachers learn how to teach English. It's an amazing time to be here. For these people, English is the language of opportunity, and they can't get enough of it.
How are you doing today?
Great. But language isn't the only thing we share. I'm learning Hungarians are a lot like we are. They love their freedom, and they're open to new ideas.
Two words of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
We all have a lot of work ahead of us, but I can't think of any job I'd rather have.
Be part of the future with the Peace Corps, the toughest job you'll ever love.
You may not think the gas you can save makes a difference, or the amount your whole neighborhood can save, or even your whole town. But when you see how much gas America can save every day, when we all drive just 5 miles per hour slower, it's easy to see how the little bit you can do makes a lot of difference. President Bush hopes you'll do your part. Drive smart.
Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say.
The power of teaching.
The world won't get no better if we just
The power to wake up young minds, the power to wake up the world. Teachers have that power. Reach for the power. Teach. I'm Edward James Olmos, and we're recruiting new teachers. Call 1-800-45-TEACH.
Well, it's mail time once again here on Fat Bob's Kitchen. Nice of you to write to us if you have. If you haven't, we'll tell you how to do that in a minute. Let's see who has written to us this week. All right. As I get older, I must use my glasses, yes. All right, this letter comes from Mrs. Donald Beatty over in Rochester Hills. Thank you so much, dear Fat Bob. How exciting it is to find you on cable 63. Is that your cable there? Thank you very much. Your show sparks an otherwise dull Monday evening. Well, that's very kind of you. Please send us a recipe for crab gazpacho and tabbouleh. Oh, yes, I remember this. This was back July, I think about July the 1st in there somewhere. And any others that you happen to have, we will certainly do that. Thank you very much for your kind letter, Janet. That's very, very wonderful. And we will send that along to you. And see, Janet has sent us a big envelope. You do that too. Send it to this address, Fat Bob's Kitchen, okay? 15200 Mercantile, Dearborn, Michigan, 48120, and we will send all recipes along to you that you request, okay? But correspond, let us know what you think of the show, all right? We've got a great show going for us today, and we have lovely Rita Udo, author, cook, Hungarian lady. Very tall Hungarian lady, I might add. And,
yes, I've got my low shoes on.
I know you do. How tall are you when you're just standing in your flat feet? About 5'11"?
5'9" and 1/4.
Is that right?
That's right.
Always like the tall girls.
Growing big in
Fun
the
to roller
Eastern
skate
Europe.
with you. That's right. You know, Eastern European women are tall and willowy. And when we opened the show, we did a song from Golden Earrings, which you
It's
never
beautiful.
saw, I doubt, with
Not
Marlene
yet.
Dietrich.
I will, though, now.
Marlene Dietrich and you look a lot alike somewhat.
I do.
Very, very beautiful. Blonde
Consider
hair,
that a compliment.
everything.
Thank you, sir.
But her hair was jet black in this
Oh, yeah.
in this movie, and she had these wonderful these big eyes. You know, Marlene Dietrich had the greatest eyes.
She's a beauty,
And,
all right.
Oh, no doubt about it. So are you, my dear.
Thank you.
Now we're going to make dumplings.
Okay, now we're on to, while the paprikash is cooking, we're going to make the homemade dumplings, nokedli. And what we do is we get a pot of boiling salted water going.
Salted.
Salted, about a teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
And in the interest of saving time, I've already made the dough. However, to make the dough, you just beat together 2 eggs, 3 cups of flour, about a teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 cup of water, and just mix it, beat it together thoroughly until
You could do this in the Cuisinart, though, couldn't you?
yeah, sure.
Okay,
Sure.
all right.
But this is
Because a lot
the
of ladies
old
have-
country way of doing it. Do it by hand.
By hand.
Yes. That's how Mom does
Milk
it.
the cow.
Right.
Yeah.
And just make sure that you get the dough into an elastic consistency, kind of like a Play-Doh, if you remember what Play-Doh felt like.
I never had it. My plasticine is what we called it.
Plasticine.
Yeah. That's in the 30s. But anyway.
Well, this is what the dough should look like and feel like.
Okay, well,
And I'm going to feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like
That's
Play-Doh.
just, yeah, really.
And
Okay.
the easiest way is just to kind of bring it out, like lengthen it out like this, and get a knife, put the dough on a cutting board, get a knife, and over the pot of boiling hot water, dip your knife into the water and cut little slivers, little tiny slivers into the
okay.
pot, like so. Just real tiny,
This is
tiny
kinda
ones,
like
'cause they
making
grow, they get
spatzel.
bigger. Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, all
Or
right.
you can make them round too if you like little balls, but this is the easiest way to do it. And just make sure you keep dipping the knife into the water because it prevents sticking. Like so.
Okay.
Okay. And actually, a quicker way to do it, my mother just discovered, is using a grater. You know, one of those handheld graters.
Sure.
And using the wide side of the grater.
Yeah.
And taking the dough and just grating on the long side or the wide side of the grater and over the pot.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't that
And that's
work?
a little bit quicker. But this is the original way.
And if you had a spatzel maker, you could just squeeze it.
That's right, you sure
Spatzel
can.
maker. Yes, all right.
Yes, thank
Okay.
goodness for modern technology. And you just keep going until you've cut all the dough. I'll just do a few more here.
Okay.
And like so.
All right.
And you cook them for about 10 or 15 minutes or so.
okay.
Yeah, or until all the little dumplings have risen to the top, floating
That's
on
a
top.
good sign then.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
they're floating up there.
That's the sign that they're ready. And then once they're ready, you just take the pot of water and pour the pot of water into a colander and drain the
Okay.
dumplings. And what Mom usually does, she'll put the dumplings back in a baking dish and she'll pour just a little melted butter or a little oil into the
Sneaky Mom.
dumplings and then toss it so that the dumplings stay separate so they don't stick together.
Okay. Very
And
good.
then if the paprikash isn't ready yet, then she'll put the baking dish back into the oven
Okay.
and keep them warm on 350 or on warm or on 350 to reheat.
Okay. Good.
So
Now, I see you brought tomato and you brought some green
yeah.
onion and all that kind of stuff.
So
And is that going to go in the?
paprikash
That's coming
is
along good there.
just
Watch your
about
fingers.
ready for the pepper. We
Okay.
add about about a quarter to a half a pepper, like so.
Just pitch it in there, huh?
Just pitch it in. Take a quarter to a half of a tomato.
Okay.
Oops. Like so. And actually,
Here, I'll take this out of your way so
Oh,
you can
okay.
cut right there on the board.
oh, thank you. Like so.
Ooh,
Add a
becoming
little color
very,
to the
very
pot,
colorful.
yes.
Oh,
And you cook it again for about 40 to 45
nice. 40 to
minutes
45 minutes, I would
with
have
the
guessed.
lid on covering half the pot to keep the juice, the flavor in, so the flavor doesn't cook out.
Okay.
Okay, and then after it's cooked for about 45 minutes, try the chicken. Make sure the chicken's done. You know, make sure that
There's
it's not
nothing like
red
raw
inside.
chicken to
No,
kind of turn you off.
No, that's bad news. No, we want to make sure the chicken's done. And then, most importantly, we want to try the juice and make sure that the right flavor is in the juice.
Now, what do you do to spruce it? A little more paprika, maybe?
A little more pepper, black pepper, or salt, or chicken bouillon cubes. Or if there's too much salt, just add a little bit more water to it
Or throw a potato in it.
you could, actually. You can actually put
I don't know. I
vegetables.
suppose you could, this being a kind of a goulashy sort of a recipe, you could probably put a potato or two in there if you wanted to. But
Right.
remember, when you do that, that takes all the salt. The potatoes absorb the salt quickly.
That's
you ever done
right.
that?
Yeah, that's
fun.
right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Rita Udo is our guest, and we're making chicken paprikash, and we're making dumplings, and all kinds of good things. You told me you were on the West Coast for a while.
I was in Los Angeles. I lived there for
How long?
quite a few years.
Quite a few years, all right. Okay.
10 years,
I won't.
actually.
10 years?
Yeah.
And what, you were in television?
I worked for one of the networks,
Okay.
major networks.
All right. Listen, we'll be right back. Don't go away as we get ready to serve you this wonderful Hungarian paprikash with the dumplings. Don't go away.
Mom, where do forest fires come from?
Building a successful future is like building a car. It takes knowledge, creativity, and ambition. Fast Track builds your knowledge. Your skills will be upgraded 2 years and 6 weeks. The Machinist Training Institute enhances your creativity with computer-aided design. Training plus ambition equals a career. Make fantasy a reality. Call Focus Hope at 867-2787. Race into a successful future.
Oh, that's a picture of Rita's wonderful book. How many recipes in the book?
There are 47 recipes,
Okay.
all tried and true.
Are they?
Yes.
For instance, besides the paprikash, what else? Is there a goulash recipe?
Oh, there's Hungarian goulash,
Yes.
the authentic Hungarian goulash. There's plum-filled dumplings.
Plum-filled dumplings?
Plum.
Why weren't we making plum-filled dumplings today, buddy?
Oh, well, it was a tough decision, I have to admit.
Well, that would have been fun.
But I figured a lot of people like chicken, so I tried the chicken.
Okay. Well, we're going to tell everybody how to get your book, and we'll do that in a minute or so. But first of all, let's take things out of the oven.
Oh, okay. Last but not least, what we want to do is thicken the sauce.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I forgot about that.
At the very end,
okay.
When it's all finished. In fact, if you like a little spice, you can add a little red pepper to the
Very
broth.
little.
Oh, very little, right.
And you've already got some thickener?
I've already got a cornstarch and water mixture here. Excuse me.
That's all right, no problem.
And I could only open it. Here we go.
You got it? Okay. Here, give me your spoon.
This is my little spoon. Okay.
I found over the years that when you do this, it regulates and it sticks on the bottom.
Right about that.
And it makes you madder than the devil when it does it, because it will not come out of the glass. And so we'll just.
Thank you for doing that.
That's my pleasure.
Here we go. Just add
I'm not without some experience in it.
that's actually probably enough right there.
All right.
And the cornstarch just thickens the sauce into like a gravy. And if you like sour cream, you can add a couple tablespoons of dollops of sour cream, and that gives it a creamier consistency.
Well, I'm anxious to taste.
Yes,
so
and we are ready for tasting
go to
right
the oven.
now. Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Watch our fingers.
Yep, got it right here.
Ooh, those be the dumplings.
Here's the dumplings. All ready to try. And the paprikash chicken.
Oh my, look at that.
Would you like me to serve you here, Bob?
I can't wait.
There you go.
Oh, well, now.
Should put a little parsley on the plate.
Let's put this right over here, like that.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Hungry?
Oh, yeah. I'm always hungry, Rita. Always.
Good.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
Like chicken breast?
That's fine. That's one of those is just. There we go. And you're gonna put some gravy on the top, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
you know, if you'd
did
like
I bring
to.
a fork? Yes, I did.
If you don't want to serve the parts whole, you can shred it. Take the chicken off the bone into the sauce.
Oh.
Here we go.
Let's put this right here. The guy's gonna. There it is, my friends. Chicken paprikash and dumplings. Get a look at that. Come back and visit with us next time, won't you, here on Fat Bob's Kitchen. Don't forget to write to us, 15200 Mercantile, Dearborn, Michigan, 48120. Or if you want a copy of the book, I hope we can get this up on the screen. If we can't, why we'll, if you'll write to us here. There it is right there. You can get a copy of this book by sending how much?
$11.95 for the book and $1.95 for shipping and handling.
Okay. See you next time.
And it's available at Little Professor bookstores and Border bookstores as well.
Be kind to your neighbor. God bless.